Hello and welcome to the Sewing Whisperer. Today we're transforming a sleeveless top by adding softly gathered sleeves and a double frill for extra length, perfect for the in-between seasons. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to modify the pattern, construct the sleeves with optional pin tucks, and set them neatly into the armholes. If you'd like to sew along, you can download the free sleeve pattern linked in the description below. See the original video for the free sleeveless top pattern. The patterns come in 14 sizes from 4 to 30. Let's begin. What you need: fabric, linen or linen blends, cotton or cotton blends work beautifully and are easy to sew. For this tutorial, I used polyester chiffon to create a classic heirloom look. This fabric is very fine and slippery, so it can be a little more challenging to handle. For the simple black version, I used flock spot tulle. Printed patterns in your chosen size. You'll need matching thread and 6mm or 1/4 inch elastic. Note, many fabrics can shrink. Rinse in cold water, spin dry, then press before cutting to avoid shrinkage later. Follow the original video instructions for downloading and printing the patterns. Pattern hack instructions. Add seam allowance to the armholes of the front and back pieces. Attach paper to the armhole edges, measuring 1 cm or 3/8 inch around the armhole, and cut out the new seam allowance. For the pin tuck sleeve option, cut the template from the fabric first. Once the pin tucks have been sewn, place the centre sleeve pattern over the panel and trim to shape. For the longer frill, use the same pattern as the original frill, but chalk an additional 2 cm or 3/4 inch directly onto the fabric when cutting. For the sleeve without pin tucks, pin the 3 sleeve pattern pieces together and cut the sleeve in one piece. Construct the top following the original video instructions up to attaching the frills, and skip binding the armholes. Frills. Construct both frills in the same way. Sew the side seams using French seams, or use a plain seam and overlock the edges. Hem with a double rolled hem of 0.75 cm or 5/16 inch. Pin the 2 frills together. Increase your stitch length to the longest length. Mine set at 4. Leave 10 cm or 4-inch thread tails. Sew 2 rows of gathering stitches, one at 1 cm or 3/8 inch, and a second closer to the raw edge. Pin the frill to the top, matching seams and notches. Pull the threads together and spread the gathers evenly. Return the stitch length to the normal length, mine set on 3. Sew just to the left of the first gather row. Overlock the seam. Construct the sleeves. Mark the pin tuck positions on the centre sleeve template. Draw the lines using chalk or a marking pen, or by drawing threads to ensure they're on the straight grain. Sew the pintucks. Press the pintucks. Place the centre sleeve pattern on top and trim if necessary. Lay the sleeve panels out with right sides up and align the notches. Pin the centre panel to the upper panel. Pin the lower panel to the centre panel. Sew the seams. Overlock the seams. Press the seams flat. Press the bottom edge up 5 mm or 1/4 inch. Sleeve head gathering. Mark the gathering positions on the sleeve head. There's already a notch for the front. For the back, measure 10 cm or 4 inches from the underarm seam and mark a dot. Be careful not to confuse this mark with the front notch. We need to keep the front and back of the sleeve clear. Increase the stitch length again to the longest length. Leave 10 cm or 4 inches of thread tail. Sew 2 rows of gathering stitches, one at 1 cm or 3/8 of an inch and one closer to the raw edge, around the head of the sleeve between the notch and the dot. Underarm seam. Fold the sleeve in half, matching seams and pintucks. Return the stitch length to the normal length, mine set on 3. Sew the underarm seam. Overlock the seam. Elastic casing. Cut 2 pieces of elastic using the size chart included with the PDF pattern as a guide, or measure loosely around your wrist. For size 12, I used 22 cm or 8 5/8 of an inch. Join the elastic into a circle. Measure 2 cm or 3/4 of an inch from one end and then overlap to this point. Pin in place and stitch around in a rectangle to join the elastic. Mark the casing line. Double the elastic width, which is 2 cm or 3/4 of an inch, around both sleeve hems. Insert the elastic by folding the hem over the elastic and aligning the edge with the marking. Keep the elastic close to the folded edge so it doesn't get caught in the stitching. Press the underarm seam towards the back. Set in the sleeves. Mark the gathering position on the armhole of the garment. Measure 8 centimetres or 3 1/4 inches each side of the shoulder seam. The gathers are confined between these two marks. Pin the sleeves into the armhole, matching seams and notches. Lay the blouse and sleeve flat and ensure the front notch is positioned correctly. Reach inside the underarm, pinch the sleeve and bodice seams together, turn through and pin. Pull the gathering threads, keeping the gathers within the 8 centimetres or 3 1/4 inch marking. Sew around the armhole. Repeat for the second sleeve. Overlock the armholes. Give the garment a final press. And that's it, your pattern hack is complete. If you've been sewing along, congratulations on creating this heirloom inspired piece. You're now ready for those beautiful in-between seasons. We've just finished summer here in Australia and are now into the first few weeks of autumn. I'm really looking forward to wearing both versions of this pattern hack top, and I hope you are too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.